If you're looking for a job, you've probably explored many avenues to get your CV out there and to find employment. You could have sent your CV directly to an employer. You might be looking on social networking sites to find out about vacancies, or you could be using your own networks to find out about opportunities. But one way to find employment is also to send your CV to a recruitment agency, because it's a recruitment agency's job to help you find your perfect one. So if you are about to send your CV out to a recruiter, you'll probably face a telephone or a face-to-face interview, because the recruiter will want to get to know a bit more about you as a candidate. So if you've got one of these interviews coming up, here are some ideas of what a recruiter might ask you and some ways that you can make a really positive first impression. One of the first things a recruiter will want to know about you is about your previous work experience and your career background. Now, yeah, of course, they're probably going to have it in black and white in front of them on your CV, but a recruiter will usually ask you to explain your work background, and that's because they want to get a bit of an idea of your personality, and it always sounds better coming from you. So before you send your CV out, make sure that you've really memorised what you've included, including job responsibilities, any dates of employment, and also any main roles that you've had in job titles. Make sure you know your CV really well, because this will come across really positively during your first interview. A recruitment agency's job is to sell your CV into companies they think will be looking for a candidate like you. And one of the main things they're going to use to sell your CV and you as a candidate are your key skills. So it's really important you get these across not only in your CV, but when you talk to the recruiter. Let them know what you feel are your key skills and strengths, so that they've got the best ammunition possible to sell you when they're speaking to employers about your CV. A recruiter will need to know your location, because they'll want a rough idea of how far you're willing to commute to work. And it's really crucial here that you're quite honest with the recruiter, because if you let them know that you're quite happy to travel hours to work in the morning, you don't mind commuter traffic, but actually you'd rather have a job around the corner, then you're probably going to waste your own time as well as theirs, because they're going to end up sending you positions that are quite far away and ones that you probably don't want to work in. So try to be honest with the recruiter, let them know how far you're willing to commute or travel to work, so they can really whittle down the job roles that are relevant to you. A recruiter will need to know your previous salary and your new salary expectations in order to be able to send you job vacancies that you might be interested in. So you need to be honest here as well. So when you're looking at salary, don't just take into consideration the basic salary you're looking for. Is there any movement in that if the company can offer you a really good benefits package? What about if the company are going to offer you a lower salary than you'd like, but they're going to give you a company car? What if they've got a good pension scheme? Think about all the things that you look for in a company moving forward, and let the recruiter know what your sort of overall package is that you're looking for. And again, this will help them to really whittle down job roles that are relevant to you. And once you've done all of this, the recruiter will be ready to take your CV on board and hopefully find you employment. If you've had a telephone interview with the recruiter, you may also be required to go and do a face-to-face one. And if that does happen, although it is slightly different interviewing with a recruiter than face-to-face with the employer, it's still really crucial that you treat it like a standard job interview, because you really need to impress the recruiter in order for them to go and help you find a role. So if you have got an interview coming up face-to-face, ensure that you're dressed for the part, that you turn up on time, and that you make a really positive first impression.